So now if you look at this turkey meat, you think about turkey in the woods as opposed to a farm-raised turkey. Why is that so red?
Why is it?
They are on their feet constantly. Their legs are hard as rocks. They are a heavily muscled bird. So this is almost more like a, when you see that darkness. The flavor's delicious. The flavor's delicious, but it does look a little bit different. Now again, if you don't have a wild turkey, and a lot of you are gonna have that, get you a turkey breast on sale. They're out there all the time.
They are.
And if you got some leftover thighs or chicken breasts, it'll work just as well. We're gonna take these and we're gonna make some nuggets. I made some the other day and Nikki loved them.
They were delicious.
She loved them.
They were really good.
But I'm gonna make some today, 2 different ways. I wanna see which one you like the best, because one of them's an old one I used to do in the old deer camp. And this one here is the one I did the other day you really liked.
I did.
I want you to have something to pick between. So our oil is getting up to temperature. Now a few weeks ago, you might have seen us fry some fish, and I did a beer batter. This is a beer batter as well. Now you think, beer batter on nuggets? Let's try
Delicious.
that. Here's what we're gonna start with. 1.5 cups of self-rising flour, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.25 teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm gonna take some of my dry rub, at least a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna come back with some garlic. You want a lot of taste in these nuggets, so you almost can't over-season these. And some more pepper. We gotta have some pepper in there. You gotta
do.
really have that pepper. Now, typically, and I'll whisk this up, but it takes about a beer and a little bit more to get the consistency you need to be at. One doesn't hardly do it, but you really want that to hang on there. Now you see where we're at with 1 beer. Watch this. See that's just a little too much. We need just a little more runny than that. Now, if you don't want to use a beer, but I promise this will not in any way lead to you being inebriated, but if you don't want to use a beer, you could use a sparkling water in there. I don't think we'll have the taste that we're looking for, but you could use a fizzy water, as we call them. What do you call those things nowadays, Nikki?
Yeah.
You buy them in the store.
The fizzy water is what we call them.
Fizzy water.
You know, I'm not a beer drinker, but I think the beer makes the
It does.
batter. I don't like beer.
It has that yeasty taste. Now here's what we want. Watch this. We want it to be about like that. That way it really hangs on. So our temperature is correct. Again, this is olive oil. I never go above 340. That's why I always have my handy dandy thermometer. You don't want to overdo your oil temperature wise, or you can't use it again. It's a win-win situation. Now I'm going to save a couple of these for the other batter. I want you to pick. So
I'm excited about these because I remember yesterday how good they were.
Now this is a kind of a fluffy batter,
I like that.
but they harden up nicely because of the cornstarch. Now if you wanted to spice this up and really go heavy on the spice, which Nikki would not want,
That's right.
but you could put a lot of cayenne pepper.
I think it's perfect like it is. I really do.
You could put some cayenne pepper.
You can put
in
cayenne
that
pepper in
season.
your sauce. How's that?
Ah. Now you may think a beer batter on turkey.
So good.
I think you might want to give it a try. And I made in my little ramekin there, so let's say 3-4 parts mayonnaise, 1.5 parts ketchup, a little bit of sweet mustard, some of my dry rub, and you got something really good.
It is amazing.
So when those cool down, we'll give that a shot. Now, I'm gonna try something else real quick. Okay, so what I'm gonna do over here for this next batch, I'm gonna take some more of my dry rub. I'm gonna really flavor this up. Some garlic, a little bit of pepper, and if you wanna do a little Cajun seasoning in there, you can do that as well. Now one more thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of sage and a little bit of thyme. So now, we're gonna take our little guys here, what's left over, we're gonna do a little egg dip, a little buttermilk and egg, then directly into the flour, concoction. This is gonna give you more of a, as opposed to a nugget, it's gonna give you more of a fried chicken taste. So some people call these turkey bites, some people call them turkey nuggets. There's all kinds of ways to do this. Now look at that, Mrs. Farmer.
Wow.
You see what I'm talking about?
Those look like
We got
they look like
two,
really
yeah.
crispy and
This
light.
is more, you know, traditional chicken fried chicken type batter. So let's turn that off, and maybe the heat will go down to 90 degrees in here.
I got you another plate for the sampling if you'd like.
And let's take a look at the difference
Wow.
here. Look at these guys.
They do look different.
It's time for the turkey throwdown. Which one will win, the beer batter or the traditional chicken batter? Mrs. Farmer, you'll be the judge in the count of 3, 2, and 1.
So, this turkey is so tender. It doesn't even need dip. It's too good. This is really good.
You think you do that, burn yourself?
I know I can. I'm ready. I still want to.
It's hot, isn't it?
That's good too.
Good too.
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
So what you're saying is you're having trouble making a
I
comparison.
like them both.
Are we looking at a tie?
Mm-hmm. Unless you can.
See what I got here.
The turkey's so tender. That's a whole different kind of coating, but that's delicious too. It's like a fried chicken coating. I really do like that too.
So I have noticed something. I don't know the science of it, but the turkey, the wild turkey, which is a tougher animal, is more tender fried.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why.
They're both good.
You know what we'll do? We'll bring Kelly in. She don't want to be on camera.
Make her decide.
Tiebreaker.
Okay, she's the tiebreaker.
All right, we'll turn the cameras off. She'll be tiebreaker. So Kelly came in.
Mm-hmm.
She said, ooh, I like the consistency of the chicken fried one, but she said she really likes the consistency of the other because it reminds her of a hot dog. So I guess what
Like
we
a
ended
corn
up
dog,
with.
yeah.
We ended up with a tie.
Tie. I love them both.
So I will take that. Again, you get some chicken meat left over,
Mm-hmm.
got some turkey left over. Boom, easy way to fix it.